Today we're doing a wives maintenance check.
Hey Ryan, how you doing?
Ready?
Hey Cam.
Hello.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Marriage Tune-Up. Today we were talking about a wives maintenance check. You want to talk about it? Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Marriage Tune-Up, where we are fine-tuning marriages one discussion at a time. Before we go any further, I want you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video.
Yeah.
Stop shacking up with us. Come on, man. Commit. It's all about commitment here. So come on, like this video and share this with all your friends, okay? All right, so today I have a few friends here. I know you guys are looking for, I know the clip said that my son, my young adult son, Kamren Cooper, was going to be here with his crew, but something came up, so I had to ask my girls to step in and help me out. And it's a last minute thing, whatever. So we know what today we're just having a conversation. So me and my girls were here, we're having a conversation, and we're just gonna do a little maintenance wives checkup, okay? So hope that sounds good for you guys. Yeah. Okay, so today we have, before we go any further, we have my girlfriend Terry Ford of Encourage Girl. We have my good girlfriend, Lakeisha Gravenberg. Hello. And we have my other good girlfriend, Nasha Elliott from Transformation Tuesday. Yeah. So, okay. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about, we're just having a free-flowing conversation, ladies. Sure. You know what? Hey, to you listeners out there, we just talking. So listen, we're not trying to, this is not rehearsed. So I'm just go ahead and say right now, it's not rehearsed. We're just going through these questions or whatever, and we're just going to be talking. So, with that being said, the first time, I think our first two shows, we did episodes on marriage maintenance. If you guys remember back in September 2020, we did a thing on, maintenance for your marriage. Well, I thought we would kind of tweak it. A couple of my girls were talking yesterday, and we just, start talking about wives. We need maintenance too. So we decided this time that we'll just go ahead and talk about the maintenance, do it like a checkup, if you will. So, with that being said, we're going to relate everything that we're talking about today, and as far as a wife, it's going to be in relation to being a car, if you will. Can you guys? So you're going to do that in relation to a car. Mm-hmm. So, and what do cars need? Cars need tune-ups.
That's right.
Cars need maintenance, and so do wives. We need maintenance. For sure. For ourselves and from our husbands. We need maintenance. Yes. So, and we need checkups too. So, check-ins, checkups. We need that, right?
Yes.
We agree?
For sure. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So with that being said, we're all talking about how we're cars. Mm-hmm. So my first question is, ladies, if you are a car, oh no, wait, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm already getting ahead of myself. Also, when we first came about, when I first established the Marriage Tune-Up, I had a section called What's Under the Hood. Mm-hmm. And that what's under the hood was, I was thinking about that. You know how you pop the hood, you pop the hood and all the intricate, the engine, all the stuff that's really makes a car run is underneath there. Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, you got a nice car and everything, but if you don't have an engine, if you don't have transmission, if you don't have a fuel pump, then it won't work, right? So therefore, I thought about those are the things that we keep covered. They're the most important things actually for the car to make the car run, right? Can we agree? But we keep those things covered. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I want to talk about those deep issues. Yes. I want to talk about those things that we keep covered. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to have a real transparent talk. You know how we do here at Marriage Tune-Up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it needs to be a real transparent talk. We're not faking and shaking, right?
We're not sugarcoating.
We're not sugarcoating, right? Okay. All right. No. Okay. All right. So with that being said, the first question I want to ask you, ladies, and I want everyone to answer, and I'll answer as well, but I'm always going to go last because as the host, I get to say that.
You get to say that. I get to do that.
You got to do what I want to do. So because you are a car today you are a car. Mm-hmm. What model would you be, and why? If you are a car, because you are a car today, what model would you be? Whoever wants to go first, but everybody must go.
Okay, I'll go.
All right.
I'll be my car that I have now. I will be an SUV. I have a Volkswagen Atlas. It's just cute and sleek and it's all me. But if you mess with it, it'll run you over with the quickest speed. So why that reflects me is because I'm cool, I'm sleek, I'm beautiful. But if I need to chase you down physically or verbally, I'm going to get with you. So I'm just an SUV in that fashion. Like I keep myself protected. I'm cute and I'm fly, but I'm tough as well. So that's why I chose SUV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm a 1977 convertible classic Mercedes-Benz.
All right. Okay. So we got the year on it. 1977. Why is it 1977?
Because that's when I was born.
Okay.
So that's when my car was being built.
Okay.
And so my car is 2022. My car's been in some accidents. My car has had some damage to it, but it's been restored. It's being restored and repaired.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
I think I'm an SUV as well. I would say I'm a Dodge Durango. That's my favorite car right now. But similar to you, Nish, I think that I have a strong exterior. I can hit those curves when I need to. I'm pretty. I'm shiny. I can run with the best of them. I got a Hemi engine. I mean, I just, that's me. But when we lift the hood, I guess we're going to go into that a little deeper. But there's some issues underneath the hood. There's some, some rust, some things that haven't been maintained, some things that need to be repaired, some things that may be irreparable. I'm not sure. But there are some issues under the hood. But from the exterior, outside looking in, looks great.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm having a personal summer, by the way. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
And I would say that I'm going between a Hummer because it's big and sturdy. And it's been big and it's been in like tactical stuff.
Okay,
for the military. I would say that. So it's kind of like built for war. And I would say as a wife in the beginning, I was built for war. I went into a war, so I would say a Hummer. But I would also say I'm kind of like a Mustang too.
We're choosing two cars now.
2000. What's those trucks? The new Mustang trucks are just I would say probably that as well because it's sleek, it's nice, and it has horsepower. But in my younger years, I had horsepower. I'm 51 now, so. Hey. But I would say between a Hummer and a Mustang. Okay.
Right.
I like that.
Cool. Okay, so. Again, we're cars. We're wise. We're cars. So how important is your car? How important as a wife? How important do you feel as a wife?
Meaning, like how important?
However you interpret that question. How important?
I don't know from what perspective. From me, my perspective, or do I feel like from my husband's perspective?
For your perspective.
So from my perspective, I feel like I'm very important. My car is very, very important, and it should be maintained without me saying that my car needs gas or oil. Or a car wash or anything of that nature, especially if I verbalized it. If I didn't verbalize what the needs were for my car, then I really can't be mad about that. Like, you didn't change the tires, right? But if I verbalize it, then I need to address the fact that maybe the car didn't get washed or whatever the case may be. So it's important to me in the relationship for my spouse to notice the needs of my car and then also for me to verbalize the needs of my car. But I'm not going to verbalize them too many times. Like, the car needs to be washed. It's dirty. I don't need to keep saying that. So as a wife, if I need quiet time or movie time, I shouldn't have to say that. Be like, hey, you let's go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? So relating to the car, when the car needs maintenance, a wife needs maintenance too. And if you know what maintenance looks like a walk, going to the movies, quiet time, I think it should be presented without being asked. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. So I think it's very, very important.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go ditto on all of that. I'm gonna go ditto with everything you just said. I totally agree with that. What do you guys think?
I have a different viewpoint.
Okay,
So
well, come on.
Absolutely.
from what you're saying, your husband is the owner of you in your car, and so
No, ma'am.
Well, come on.
But if you're saying he's responsible for the oil change and the maintenance of your car, that means
I didn't
he's the
say he was
owner.
responsible. I just said if it needs to be done, then I expect him to do it.
So then,
because he's your spouse.
because he
Right.
okay. How
Go ahead.
for
come on,
me,
come on.
I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for you to do that.
Oh, I didn't say I was gonna wait.
I'm gonna do it myself
Yeah, because you're important to you.
because I'm important to me,
Okay.
and I don't
Okay.
feel that that's.
But here's my question with that though, Keisha. So, okay, if you're getting married, there's certain things that for your spouse or whatever, as a wife, there's certain things that only my husband can do.
Mm-hmm.
To add to there's certain maintenance that just only that my husband can do for me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if I could just do it for myself, then why am I married?
Okay.
Come through with the blessed word.
I'm just wondering if I can do it for myself, then why am I gonna be married to him? I get that I'm important. I'm super important. My needs, my mate, it's important. But in a marriage, when you get married to death do you part, when you in the marriage is me and him, we're becoming one flesh.
Yeah.
We become one flesh. Then there's certain things that Aaron has to take care of emotionally that I can't do for myself.
So
That or that my husband, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
me and
I
me
feel.
and Nisha had a conversation.
Okay.
And does your husband know? And I asked her explicitly, like we have this implicit learning and we implicit understanding and thinking, but can you draw it for him? So whatever you're saying that you need, can you draw it out? Can you draw a picture of it?
Girl, well, hold on now. See,
Hey, I like this conversation.
Right.
I'm gonna actually tell on all three of y'all because I kind of feel everything that you're both saying. You're all three of you saying because I feel like it is my car and I am responsible. I'm responsible for articulating the things that I need because there are some little day-to-day things that I can do. One being when that light goes off, reporting it to my husband.
Right.
He's not gonna know if I don't say anything.
Right.
Two, but if I've told you the low pressure
We getting
on the
there.
tire is there,
You
and
slowly getting there.
and now I'm broke on the side of the road with a flat tire. Don't expect me to change the tire. I expect there's things that my husband has to do,
Right.
and he should have done it when the light first went off.
But you're a grown independent woman. You can't change your own tire.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
okay.
do that.
Okay.
No.
So I was
It's
going to
like-
say that when
yeah.
you were talking that
Right.
it's not that I can't do it
Right.
because I can.
Right.
And AAA does
Juanita.
it well too.
Juanita.
Right? But like you said, if I got married, why do I have to do all of it myself?
Exactly.
I came for help.
Exactly.
We're there to help each other.
Exactly. We're
That
interdependent.
is true, but I'm gonna go back.
We'll go back in.
So based on your childhood, your traumas for me and what I saw, I'm not expecting you to change my tire. I can't because that's going to put me in a bad place. So I can't wait for you.
Let me
If
ask you
you
this
do
thing.
it, that's great. But if you don't, that's great too.
But here's my thing though. So let me ask you: can you draw out why you got married?
Can I draw out?
Can
why
you
I got
draw
married?
out to your dude why you got married? Because
Yes.
That's good.
I got married for you to protect our son, our family, to provide for companionship, to balance me out. Ro balances me. I'm gonna be candid. I have a diagnosis of anxiety. I'm on 100, and my kids can testify. Ro can testify to that. But he balances that, and I needed that. So it's more than just.
okay,
It's more.
Okay.
And I'm very uptight. He makes me laugh, and
That's excellent.
that's why.
I love
That's
that.
excellent.
Me too. Thank you for your transparency.
Yes, for
Understood.
real.
This is-
Seriously.
okay. Dude, we only 5 minutes in this.
I love
10
that.
minutes
Thank
in
you.
this.
Thank you for your
Wow, I love
Yes.
it. I love it. Okay,
Beautiful.
All right, so we good. We good to move on to the next
Yeah,
question.
absolutely.
Whatever. Okay.
And we might come back to that
We
one
might,
if we
you
can
know,
find out. You
okay.
know how we do.
But hey, man, we under the hood right now, dog. We really in the hood. Okay,
And you got to keep reminding us because we're going to be off the car. We're going to be right. We ain't going to talk about the car at all.
Okay. Okay, so how do do you take care? So how do you take care of it then? How do you take care of your car? How do you take care of you? How do you take care of your needs and your desires? Do you have expectations of your husband, or do you take care of them yourself? That's kind of like what we kind of just went through, right? For Keisha, Keisha saying, no, you good, if you do, but if you don't, also good. What about you, Niche? Do you
repeat the question for me? Because
do
I think
you
I
have expectations of so how do you take care of you? How do you take care of your car?
Right.
How do you take care of you?
Yeah.
And so do you take care of your own needs and desires? Do you have expectations of your husband to take care of them? Or do you take care of them yourself?
So I will say the sad reality, but the blessing is I was raised by a single mother. And so my mom handled stuff by herself. And I've been on here before and I talked about that. My mom handled stuff herself. So, and my dad, he builds house and he should go fix this. Let's go fix it. You know what I'm saying? He just, let's get it done. So my thing is this, if I have to maintain myself, then there's big problems because I grew up with a single mom who took care of herself, who taught me how to take care of myself, and a dad who's like, let's fix it. If it's broken, let's fix it. So when I'm not in a safe space or if I'm struggling in my marriage, I'm not getting the support that I need, I'm gonna fix it. I'll go run. I'll come to my girls. I'll go out to eat. I might go shopping. You know what I'm saying? I might do things of that nature. I might lash out because I'm good with my lips. I will cuss you all the way out and not even be concerned about it.
Wow.
So I might do that. I might lash out. Recently, I learned, because we did have to go to marriage therapy, that triggered him. And so I'm like, for me, it's triggering you, go get your own help, right? So if something triggers you, go get some help about it. That's how I feel. But you can't make nobody go get help, right? They have to be willing to go get help. So that triggered him. And I'm like, but the thing is, I'm not trying to trigger you, but now I can't be authentic and verbalize myself, right? I have to learn how to do it differently. I don't have to cuss and fuss, but I need to verbalize this, and it may get intense and you can't run. Because guess what? When you run, this problem is still here. It's still here, and it's been here for 20 years. No lie. We've been talking about, we've been around this rock 20 years. We the doggone Israelites. I laughed at them. I did. I laughed at the Israelites. Like, how you going to be in the wilderness for 40 years? Really? You couldn't get out? And then I look at my life. Girl, we've been in the wilderness for 20 years in some areas of our relationship. So to your original question, I do replacement things. I replace it by working out, talking to my girls. I might have a little sip. It might be shot night in the house. I don't care. Just to replace that upset, that frustration, that disappointment in my life.
Right. I agree 100% with that.
You do?
Absolutely.
Okay. You?
My spouse just makes sure he checks up on me and
and
makes sure that I'm attending therapy. Like, have you talked to Yvette? Like, he knows my therapist by first name. I'm gonna need you to make an appointment.
Right.
I mean, I'm being honest. So, like, he's ensuring, like, yes, I'm gonna need you to. Did you attend your class?
Right.
Yeah. And he makes sure, like, what did you learn in the class? Like, he follows up. Like,
I love that.
Hey, remember what you told me you learned.
But what if you are the spouse that needs that but won't go?
Hold on.
Because you, I'm sorry.
We got questions for that. But go ahead.
No, but I'm just being real.
You're
the
right.
spouse that needs that but won't go. Like, you need to deal with unresolved issues.
Yes.
Because our marriage may be struggling because some unresolved issues. I know I have my own. They pop up often. But what if somebody isn't in that space? You can't say you need to go see Yvette, babe. I can't say that because there is no Yvette. There's no John. There's no Bob. There's nobody for you to go talk about those unresolved issues.
And that's the worst, to me, that's the worst feeling to be in a marriage or even in a relationship with a person who needs help or needs, you know what I mean? Your needs are not getting met, and the person that you're in a relationship with is like, okay, well, I'm cool. I'm over here struggling, but they over there cool. And so, and then especially I won't say in a relationship, in a marriage, if it's that way, whereas I'm struggling, but you cool. So nothing's happening. Again, with the Israelites, we
Nothing's getting resolved.
Nothing's getting resolved. And so then I feel trapped. I feel like that because I'm till death do us part, for better or for worse.
Right.
I'm in this marriage, but you cool, and I'm over here struggling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have a problem with that too, because there needs to be not, like you said, running away or shutting down. And I'm a big proponent of if you have a concentric circle and someone has dealt with or has overcome a similar situation, go talk to that person. What do they do? You know, get some tips from that. I don't have a problem with telling you that, but you need to receive that. You don't just, you know, oftentimes men anyway feel like you're comparing them to, okay, all right, well, now you're comparing me to this person because they have that same situation. They overcame it and I'm not doing that thing. Well, you know, if we're family, if we're a concentric circle, or just the sheer fact that we have an example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples, and you're not moving on it, that's a problem.
For sure. For sure.
For sure. Okay. As a wife, do you require maintenance? This is just a yes or no question right here, boo.
Yeah, you got to stop us because we will go deep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. You require maintenance.
Yes.
Everybody okay?
Yes.
I say yes too. We require maintenance. Do you take your car? Do you take yourself in for a tune-up? What does your car tune-up look like?
Uh-oh.
Do you take your car in for a tune-up? What does your car being tuned up look like?
Honestly, my car being tuned up looks like me going to therapy and going to my class and learning the skills to be a good wife. Honestly, the class that I'm in has really helped. I'm the problem.
Ooh, dang.
Just
for you to be able to say that like that, dude, because man,
for
a lot of people, we look. I just heard somebody say today. We always look at ourselves as the solution versus the problem. So it's really telling of you to be able to say, "Look, I'm the problem." Who is going to stand up and say, "It's me. I'm the problem"? A lot of us don't do. They be like, you know, it's always that person's the problem. You know what I mean? So for you to say that, big ups.
Because I'm running away. How y'all talking about? You raise your voice, I'm out. I'm out. I'm just being 100. And so,
well, then I have to say then that you're not the problem, because it takes two. If there's an issue that even puts you in a position where you have to choose whether or not you're going to run away, then there's something else that needs to be addressed. So it's not just you, it's how you're handling whatever is.
But it's any kind of confrontation.
Well, okay.
So it doesn't, even if it's not raising your voice, any kind of, you don't get to disagree with me.
Why are you Virgo in full effect.
Right? Why are you disagreeing with me? So I'm out.
Oh, y'all Virgos.
Yeah, we are. That's funny. Virgos in the house.
Yeah. How about that? But I feel like this. I'm like, then when do we resolve it? Because I'm going to be like this for a little bit. Like, okay, babe, so I disagree, but and so we going back and forth, and now I'm getting louder and you shutting down more. So that's why I was like, it was important for us to go to therapy so that we could be able to have a mediator.
I agree.
But it didn't work for him. He didn't want to continue therapy. So I'm like, so how do we resolve these issues? Because I know we can't do it alone. Right. You think you got the might and the power to do it alone, but we don't. We cannot do it alone. No. So again, we're around that rock. We're around the same thing. And so the other thing is then I just changed. And then inside of me, it's like the Pepsi bottle. And you just keep shaking it because I'm keeping it in.
Right.
As soon as you open that top, it's going to blow up. And I might not blow up on you. I might accidentally blow up at work, or I might blow up on y'all. It may come out on somebody else because I'm not doing my work in my home. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the problem lies. Like, we got to resolve it. Right. We can't do it on our own anymore.
I agree.
So what do you do to take your car in for a tune-up? What does it look like? What is your car tune-up?
I think my car is all the way tuned up.
Let me ask you this. First of all, do you take your car in for a tune-up? That's a question. It's a two-part question.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I do
what does that look like?
In several ways. So I do have a therapist.
Okay.
Right. So I go to my therapist and then we talk and we discuss. And then I talk to my girls. But my body tune-up, I physically work out. But sexually, I might not get tuned up. And it may not be because of my spouse. It may be because of me. Because women are thinkers. And guys always forget that. Just because your penis is stimulated, excuse me, can I say that here?
Yes.
Just because your penis is stimulated doesn't mean my vagina is wet and happy. Because I'm up here thinking about several things. Like that dang old kitchen is still dirty. I didn't wash these dishes 5 times in a row. So you're trying to kiss me. And I'm like, you need to put them lips in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I'm not available to you, right? I mean, if you rub me enough, I might get a little liquidy. Okay, yeah, so be it. But what I'm saying is that tune-up needs to happen too. And it happens outside of the bedroom. Hello, ladies.
Come on.
So I don't know if we're going to have to get a shirt, a poster that says it starts outside the bedroom.
That's a shirt, right? That's a shirt right there,
I need you to call me and be like,
hey, I'm getting it from
something.
Yes. TMTU.
Yes.
That happens outside
so
the bedroom.
that part of me, I feel like isn't tuned up. So my car is like, like I'm rolling and then it just gets stuck real quick, you know? So I think that's important for men to know that just because you're stimulated, you missed out so many opportunities to enhance me. So when you walk in the house, I'm ready and I'm naked. Like we ready.
Ain't nothing on but the TV?
No, what'd you say?
Nothing on but the TV?
That's it. Because the TV need to be loud because everybody don't need to know our business.
Right.
So anyway, that part is kind of missing in my life. So that needs to be tuned up a little bit.
Cool. I love that. I love it. I love y'all. Okay, so anybody else want to answer that question? Do you take your car in for a tune-up? What do you do? What does it look like? What does your tune-ups look like?
Go ahead, Keish.
She said therapy.
Keisha went.
She said
therapy. It's your turn, boo.
Oh, wow. Well, I actually do stuff for myself personally. I work out. I mean, I don't deviate from my schedule. That is something that I absolutely have to do. And I don't know if it's the endorphins or just being around other people who have the same goals as I do. That's something that I have to do. I go to therapy as well. And this is something new because for so long, I have just neglected me. I've just, disregarded how I felt about just life in general, because there's so many things, like you said, if things aren't being addressed, for me, I'll just say, I start to wonder, well, is it just me? I mean, is this just something that I'm putting too much on it, or, I don't have as much value. And so it really put me in place. So as far as now, maintaining, what is it? What's the question?
What does your tune-up look like?
My tune-up. Right now, all I have is just my girlfriends being able to speak. And even if they're not even giving me anything back, most times they're giving me wise counsel. I do have spiritual advisors. But, sometimes just getting it out and not stuffing my emotions and my feelings really helps me, and definitely working out.
Very good. I need to work on answering the questions as well. That I always do that. I always ask the questions. So I'm gonna do that. So for me, so my question: do you take it in for a tune-up? Do you take yourself in for a tune-up? Actually, I don't. I don't think I do that. And so because I don't have a therapist, but I'm thinking about that. I'm really thinking about. I definitely need one. So I'm gonna be looking into that. And so. That would be someplace that I would do. I would look at that as tune up for myself.
Absolutely.
I think that going to get my nails done, I love going to get my hair done. I look so forward to going to get my hair done. Shout out to Right Way Extensions, Caitlin. Right. I love that. I love our time because she's like she's a young soul, but she's an old lady trapped in a young person's body, a beautiful spirit. And we go and we just listen to sermons all day. Me and her, we just critique them. And so I love that. And so it's just me and her. It's just our time. So I really look forward to that every 10 weeks when I get my hair done. So I would think that's part of my. When I think about it, that's kind of like my tune-up because I love that. I look so forward to I can go get it. And sometimes I go get a maintenance just to go so I can go in there and just me and her can just sit there and chill, watch the sun. Like, girl, did you see Gary yesterday? No, did you see PM today? I love that. So I guess that would be part of my tune-up.
Absolutely.
But I am going to check into that therapy.
Absolutely.
I definitely will.
I think quiet time is important as well. Sometimes we can't get to those things. Hair. That's
Right.
like 4 or 5 hours. Your nails 2-3 hours.
Right.
I personally love the beach. That's my
Oh,
ultimate.
yeah.
But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the beach is not around the corner. So
Right.
you know,
Right.
if you can just have some time, just
Lake
you know,
Paris?
Lake
Just
Paris or
A
the hot
park.
bath is for me. I love bubble bath. I love just sitting there with some music in my bathtub. So yeah, quiet time I think is good for.
And I would say, and you guys can vouch for me pulling away
Yeah.
is my tune-up.
Yes.
I sometimes
Separate
I have to separate myself.
Yes.
You do.
For sure.
You do.
For sure.
You do.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah. And when you were saying beach, so I did my quiet time at the park, girl. I got my fold up chair in the car, my blanket in the car, so I could just roll up to the park if I want to
Yeah.
and just go sit down. I went to Wendy's, got me a salad, put my blanket out, got my chair out, and just sat there in my quiet time, had my notebook writing. And I was like, no, I don't feel like writing. I want to listen to music.
Right.
I want to draw, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So if you can't get to the beach, maybe the park could be a little exception to the
Yeah.
rule just for
I
that
agree.
time,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I didn't take a page out of my son's book. My son Keenan, he goes to the beach, and we're gonna go watch the sunset.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He goes
I
and do
love
that.
that.
I'm gonna go to Sycamore Park, watch the sunset. I'm like, it's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a
And
great
he does
idea.
it all the time.
I love
so.
my Keenan.
Yeah.
That's my baby. But for even for me, I did that one year for my birthday. I don't know if you remember, but I did that for my birthday, and everyone thought it was the weirdest thing. You're married. You went to the beach by yourself, and sure enough, I did. I sat there and got my food, and it's not even. Sometimes we bottle our emotions up, so sometimes you just. Not do anything. Just sit there and inhale the smells and the sounds and cry and pray and just be. And I felt it just felt so rewarding and so comforting, and I felt refreshed and renewed to just take on the next day. So I definitely recommend doing something like that.
For sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This next question is gonna get y'all. So what happens when your car runs out of gas?
Ooh.
Who gonna tackle
I ain't
that one?
tackling that.
Can I
first.
tackle it real
I'm
quick?
going last.
You can
I told you I'm always okay.
So with the prices of gas today,
Right.
I actually have have this system where I calculate how much I have. My car actually tells me how much I have, but it stops at 30. So at 30, I have to calculate on my own. So I had about maybe 4 miles left. Yeah, maybe I miscalculated somewhere. I had the air conditioner on.
Get the AC on, man.
I ran out of gas recently,
goodness
like
gracious.
last week.
Last week.
And thankfully, my brother, shout out to Aaron Cooper, was looking at me in the rearview mirror and pulled over and grabbed me. Thank you so much. But I called my husband to let him know what happened. But what happens. I guess what happens for me personally, if Aaron wasn't there to come to my rescue, I probably would have sat there disappointed, probably cried, probably been like, gosh, how did this happen? And if we're speaking metaphorically.
As a wife.
What happens metaphorically.
when you run out of gas as a wife.
As a wife, I feel like I freeze. And I feel like, how did I get here? What were the things that I needed to do for me personally to not get here? One, but as a wife, where's my husband? How am I empty? How am I empty? How am I empty again? Or how am I still empty? How long do I have to be empty? Those are the kinds of questions that run through my head when I'm out of gas. And will I ever get on full again? Is there a place where you're full in marriage? I don't know. I think that there's things that he can do to help pour into me. There's
Refuel
things
you?
that I can do to pour into me. I'm sorry.
He can do to refuel you.
To refuel me. But when you're not refueled, I think it leaves me empty. Empty.
Yeah. For sure.
What do you do when you run out of gas?
Emotionally, I can hear Terry, but when I thought about running out of gas, I likened it to energy. Like I don't have enough energy to keep going no more, right?
In the marriage?
No, well, I'm gonna say I'm a related to both, right?
Okay.
So in a car, when you run out of gas, you don't have the thing to keep you moving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I am an energy person. I'm a moving person,
You think?
right? Right. I'm moving. So for me not to be moving is I am out of gas.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that can contribute to me to not move, to stop me from moving and being out of gas. And it could be we had a disagreement.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fudge. I had to fix that because I was about to cuss.
Oh.
I was like, it's like, dang, I don't have the energy to pour into my marriage, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting this battle. I don't have the energy to do it. Or I don't have the energy in my household to keep maintaining it. Okay, the bills are due. Or this. I don't have energy. So to refuel is difficult for me. I'm going to just be honest because I'm not going to ask you to help me to refuel. You see I'm not talking to you. You see I'm not engaging with you. I'm not going to ask you to help me refuel.
He needs to deduce from that because you're not talking to him or whatever it is that you are out of gas.
So at the end of the day, I would say if he didn't know it, I wouldn't expect that. When I've been married 20 years, when I'm not talking to you, I'm out of gas, bruh. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I don't have no emotion, no energy. So I'm not in the best space to respond to you. So you can engage me because I know how to engage you when you're not in your best space because I've been with you 20 years. The same is true for me. Or you can, and I'm a park girl. Let's go to the park and talk. If I'm not talking to you, that'll get me to the park, and you know that. So that will refuel me, but I'm not going to ask you for it. I've asked too many times. So I'm not going to keep asking you to refuel me. As it relates to me in the home, like me giving in my home.
As a wife.
Like, because I say it's all of it. Me as a mom, me as a wife, me as Nisha, it all is a part of me being in the home. So if I'm not filled and I'm not refueled, then nothing gets done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Nothing gets done.
That's what I was going to say.
And again, and then when I ask for help, I'm not a happy person. Because
Because you feel like your husband should know.
I'm going to say after 20 years,
Yeah.
you absolutely should know what to do to refuel me because you know what'll happen if my gas tank is empty. You know I need what? Gas. So if this is empty and you've known me for 20 years and I've written you a letter and gave you a text and talked about it in therapy and said it in Spanish, porque yo hablo en español también, entonces yo lo digo, mi esposo, que yo necesito ayudar. So I know how to say it in all kinds of languages in Pig Latin. You want me to say it in Pig Latin?
No.
Okay, because I can go there too. So anyway, all I'm saying is after 20 years, you know how to refuel me, just like you know how to refuel a car.
What you got? That's hard to come behind that, but what you got?
Okay. my Ro's not gonna let me run out of gas.
That's beautiful.
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
He like, don't you let that car and he can see, he knows when I'm going, I don't have to say nothing. He knows okay, let me get the dishes. Let me, there are certain things that he doesn't do around the house.
I got a question for you so bad.
Okay.
Go ahead,
But ask me the question.
Yeah.
What is he in his lineage of his siblings?
He's the oldest.
Exactly.
And I'm the oldest.
Exactly. I think it has a big impact on where you are in your family, your lineage. My husband's the youngest. He don't have to provide for needs. They have been provided for him. And I'm not going to say all of his needs.
Yes.
I'm going to say he wasn't the need supporter. He didn't fix the needs. He was the baby.
Yeah.
So I need you to go talk to somebody about that because that shows up in your marriage. Okay, go ahead, Keisha. I didn't mean to interrupt.
But Ro's not letting me run out of gas because he knows how it's going to impact him. So that's not happening. I'm just being honest because he knows. Yeah. The light is on. I got 5 miles left. He okay, let me, because he knows.
Right.
He not letting me get to zero.
Empty. Yeah,
Empty.
I feel you.
He's not letting me do that.
I appreciate that.
You know what's so crazy? It's so I work for the county.
Do you?
Yeah, I work for the county Riverside. And we have county cars. And we have gas stations, fleet all around or whatever, right next to your office. I used to come to that one. And so I take the car. I got to go to India. I got to go to Coachella, whatever. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to San Diego. Then I'm going to Coachella. And the car be on empty. And so I got me
in the desert.
I have a track record in the office.
Oh no!
Of bringing the car back on empty.
Oh no!
I have a track
would have a
record.
problem.
When I worked in the betting office, they'd be like, so they go, Kay Cooper. Yeah, who was the last person to have this car? And everybody be like, Kay, because they know that I don't go get gas. I have this reputation, and so I went in there and actually told them, you know why I don't get gas in the car? I always had an excuse. I had either had to go to the bathroom when the train was coming, so I couldn't go across the country. I'm always going to have an excuse, right? But I just told the truth one day. Say, you know why I don't ever get the gas? I said, because my husband fills my tank up. Mm-hmm. My husband will go and fill my tank up. Mm-hmm. I saw my daddy fill my mama's tank up for the week every day. Mm-hmm. So now my husband fills my gas tank. He will not. Mm-hmm. I will never run out of gas because Aaron is going to make sure that I get gas. Now I have sons that were like, okay, like my Keenan will take my car in a minute. Mom, give me your car. I'm gonna go gas up your car. Mm-hmm. So I would say the same thing. Aaron's not gonna let me run out of gas.
Where is he in his siblings?
He's oldest.
Oh, well, okay.
And Aaron also is a person that Aaron is a gunnery sergeant. Mm-hmm. Period. So Aaron takes care of it. So he's a take care of a person. Mm-hmm. He's never gonna let me run out of gas. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's ever gonna let me run out of gas at this point, emotionally, right, spiritually, physically, anyway. I don't think he's gonna be running out of gas right now. Beautiful. I might get down to like, the light might come on. Yeah. Right. Yeah. The light's gonna come on. The light will come on. The light will come on and be like, okay. But as far as letting me run out of gas, no. I don't think let me do that.
I love that because, at some point, I think we've all been married a significant amount of time. Mm-hmm. So there shouldn't be, we can remind, there's things that we can do. But at some point, after year 2, 3, 4, 5, you already know, like, what I need physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually. Like, why aren't those things being taken care of? So I just think that when you do go empty, wow, why am I empty? But 2, are you going to refuel me? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you I'm empty, and you're not refueling me? Mm-hmm.
That was the next question. Real quick.
I was just going to jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
The expectation is of the kids, though. You know to clean your room? Why the room ain't clean, dude? Right. You know the dishes should be done before we come. And then I look at my husband. Wait a minute. And my car's dirty. Wait a minute. What? Like the expectation is on others sometimes, right, but it doesn't apply to us, right, or me. Right. So that's what is so interesting that you can say, why your room ain't clean? You know you're supposed to clean your room. And so, but I'm quiet on that. I won't bring that into the conversation.
No. Mm-hmm. Here's a question, though. I want you to answer me out the gate first.
Why me?
Where do you take your car to refuel?
Oh, girl,
go to the gas station.
Yeah, my physical car, of course, I go to the gas station. Mm-hmm. But my actual literal car. Mm-hmm. But for me, I have a whole bunch of avenues I go to. I thank God. Honestly, I will say this out loud. I thank God for Jesus, because I won't cheat, because I know my consequences may be ridiculous, right? Mm-hmm. But it don't mean you don't have to have a battery operated boyfriend. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hello, ladies. Some people have to have a battery operated boyfriend to take care of their needs if they needs not getting met. You don't want your wife to cheat. If you get her, she might need a battery operated boyfriend. If she run out of gas sexually, she might need to get something. She have a bob. She might need a bob.
If she
might need a bob.
So she run out of gas.
She might need a bob. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If that's in the space, you would rather her have a bob that's in the closet that has batteries than a bob that's on the street that has a Hummer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest, right? So, but what I'm saying is that I have to get it from so many places sometimes. But I won't. All of a sudden, I won't seek it from another man physically. I won't do that, right? But I will go to the gym. I will make sure I eat like a stupid person when I'm not fulfilled. And then I have to go back to the gym again. Mm-hmm. I might roll over to my mom's and talk about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I might talk to my sister-in-laws. You know what I'm saying? So I use all those avenues to, what was the question again?
To refuel. Yeah.
No,
where do you go? Where do I go?
There, she threw me all the way over.
Where do you go to refuel?
So me and my girlfriend got a secret location. We go there to refuel.
I love that.
So we just go a lot. I go a lot of places to refuel because I mean I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I will say,
Right, repeat.
what I will say though, to refuel or to go to somewhere else, I don't expect my husband not to go to other places as well, as long as you don't go to another woman.
Right.
Because if you go to another woman, you've said goodbye to me.
Right.
I ain't no prayer gonna save you from that, bruh.
Right.
You said goodbye. Let me find. Okay. Anyway, so all that to say, I don't mind that he has other options too. You can go to your friends. You can go to the gym. You can go do whatever. We all need other places to refuel because if you depend on one person, you might suck them dry because you have unresolved issues and you have stuff that you need to get, under control.
Right.
So you don't want to suck somebody dry. So I have to refuel in different locations.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna, y'all, okay, we all on this next question I really want to get. I got two questions I really want to get to you guys. No, you go answer this one too. What is something you need your spouse to do when you run out of gas? What is something you need for your spouse or your partner to do when you run out of gas? Come on, Keish.
So just in all honesty, I need him to just know. So as part of therapy, I've had to learn he's not going to just know. And Roshan it's okay that I say his name.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, from the time he's like, I'm not a mind reader. You're expecting me to be a mind reader and I'm not. And I felt like, why do I have to tell you? Like, why you just can't see it? And so it's been years and I'm just finally to the point where is I going? I got lost.
Like for him to
you just
know.
Need him to know.
I just need him to know. But now I'm able to verbalize. So there is no more, I just want him to look at me and know I'm going to tell him.
This is what I need.
This is what I need.
Okay. Terry, what is something you need your spouse to do when you run out of gas? What do you need him to do?
I think at this stage in my life, I do need him to know.
Hello.
I need him to know. You know me, the things that I've been telling you for years. I need you to know.
Yep.
And not just acknowledge that, I've run out of gas, but actually do something about it. Don't leave me in limbo.
That's what the question said. What do you need him to do?
Okay. I need you to do. I need you to move. I don't need apologies. We're here already.
But can you draw it?
Absolutely, I can.
But
I can draw it. I can list it.
But you're saying I need to just do. But what does that look like?
What it looks like is the list that I've given you.
Can you draw your list?
Absolutely. For years. Okay, he may not know. I'll give you that. He may not know. Well, let's try this. Let's try that. Let's try this. Don't cost nothing. I'm simple. I'm easy. Let's tackle this first thing. Let's go for a walk on the beach.
But
don't cost
so
nothing.
You have a timeline in your head when he's supposed to do it. Ro tells me this all the time. So
even if I didn't give you a timeline, a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year is too long.
Does he know a year is too long?
But that's a timeline.
That is. But so if you want, I want you to do A, B, and C, I'm going to need you to do it by September 1st.
That's a good day.
It is a good day.
I'm just
anything in September is a good day.
But I'm being honest. So like Ro can ask me to do something and I'm gonna get to it. If you ain't
I'm gonna do
it
now.
See, I'm not like that. I'm not, so that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
If you haven't said like, okay,
I may not have said September 1st, but I'm walking around like, oh my gosh.
So, ain't done yet.
So let me do something. I have to do something.
But he don't know if that's why you're walking around like
but my face is contorted and I'm crying. So you sew? You sew me? You sew? He knows.
I feel you, Terry. If I'm sad, I like the beach. Put me in a dang on car and take me to the beach. I should not have to tell you September 1st, take me to the beach.
Bye, September 1st.
You know what I'm just saying? What I'm saying is I agree with you. You've been with me 20 years. I like Starbucks.
What I like.
I like to go to the park. I like to exercise. I teach a doggone class. Show up in my class with some flowers. I don't do nothing but roses. Your wife. If you don't know me by now, what is your learning curve?
I feel here.
What is your learning curve? My thing is this. You
knew his learning curve when you married him.
No, I did not. Absolutely, I did not.
So you didn't know?
No, because I'm not going to know it's going to take you forever, 20 years to learn me.
But you didn't
I didn't know that. But wait a minute. Does that mean until I die or until this marriage is dead?
Uh-oh.
So all I'm saying is,
we gonna have to have that
you know what I like. So if I'm in a space of sadness, you can give me anything that I like, and it'll bring me closer to resolve. If you don't give me nothing, guess what you getting? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not talking to you. I'm not in the bed with you. And Bob and me. Girl. So all I'm saying is all you got to do is one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a mansion. Send me a flower at my job. I'm not hard. You know me. So don't give me, you don't know me. I have to give you a timeline that's ridiculous. Your wife is sad. Yeah. It don't matter what you do. Plain and simple. And I say, do it in the quickness.
I agree with
do
you.
It with quickness because you don't want your wife to be sad. So let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. I don't want you to be sad for a long time if I hurt you. I'm going to do whatever is in my power, even if I don't help you get out of sadness, because I can't get you there. You have to work on that yourself. But if I can do anything in my power to help you get there, because I'm your helpmeet. If I can make you a steak and I don't cook, I'm going to make that doggone steak because you sad. I know you like steaks. I know what you like. I've been with you 20 years.
I can't help you get out your sad place when I'm in my own sad place.
But what I'm saying is,
I can't help you.
Do you guys hear this right here?
But if we're in our sad place, we have to realize that you gotta get some help, even if it's talking to your dad.
But it's not on. But okay, here's the thing. But maybe in a few years, I'm gonna get there.
Right.
So
that's fine.
That's 20 though. It's 20 years.
Okay, but maybe he's not there yet.
Okay, and I don't have a problem with that.
So what? 20 years could be like 5 years.
I don't have a problem with that.
We're not used to so. You know how it's 1 day, 1,000 years.
Okay, so I understand that.
Us, I'm for real.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So.
But
I'm
how
just
long
being honest.
do I have to sit with your sadness? I don't.
You don't.
Exactly.
So do what you don't.
Exactly. And that's what I'm telling you. I say I go do my own thing.
Okay.
But what happens is your marriage begins to break down because I'm unavailable to you now because you are in your sadness and several people, and I know people, you don't have control over nobody's sadness and when they're going to realize it, right? But I'm not going to sit here and I'm not saying he's sad. I'm just not going to sit here in the sadness with you. I'm going to roll.
But as your helpmate,
I'm your help. I can only do so much. So
are you helping me?
If I brought you something that didn't help, and I'm gonna bring you something for 20 years, and you just gonna sit there in your sadness, I'm not gonna keep bringing.
But
I'm not.
At some point, you get out. There are. What do you say? Ebbs and flows.
There are absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm not always in that place, and coming from I'm just being honest.
Yes.
There are times, months where I'm just not available. And I'm doing everything in my power to stay above water.
What did you say? Say it again. You doing everything in your power to stay above water. Now, if you're doing nothing in your power to stay above water, I cannot stay in that nothingness. So you have to, because you being unresolved with your issues spilling out into the marriage, I can't say I can stay there with you. You have to do something.
Comes again because again, it's to death do us part. However, for better or for worse, that for better or for worse or whatever. But still, at the same time, if that person, nobody wants to be tied to a person. It's like to a heavy chain in the ocean. You not doing nothing, and so now we both sinking because, dude, you know what I mean? At what point do I'm like, I gotta clip the chain and save me?
Right.
But again,
at what point?
I asked the question, what does death mean?
I like that.
Is death and dying this life or death of the marriage? Because it doesn't specify.
We did a podcast on that.
Well, but I'm just saying, because wait a minute. And I'm not a biblical person, but Adam and Eve was in the garden. They said, you will surely die. They kept living, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because they died the life of purity and they went into the life of knowledge, which brought in sin. Right. So is dying marriage the same thing? Is it we came into the knowledge that our marriage is dead? So we no longer have to exist, or does it mean we have to go in the grave? And that means surely die. I don't know. We might need to do a study.
We're gonna need an after show on it. We're gonna, you know what, lady? We're gonna have to have a part 2 because I got so many more questions
we can't even get to.
We can't even get to right now. Well, okay, listen. Y'all good? Because I'm gonna get this last one. This last one because we got 7
We need
minutes.
therapy after this.
Right?
Where's the therapist? Is the therapist? We're gonna straight me with Yvette. Okay, go ahead. Okay, listen. So, does the silent treatment work? Is it healthy when you run out of gas? Why or why not? He had the best answer for that. The silent treatment. You was like, sometimes you need that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do need it. There's a meme. I don't know if you guys seen it yet, but there's a meme right now going around on Facebook that says, I'm just going to fold my arms and just let him know, give him the silent treatment and let him know that I'm mad. And they show a picture of him on his tractor like, oh, it's a nice, relaxing day. Like, if you can give that to him, but is it really going to give you the results that you're seeking? Mm-hmm. I just don't think that it does. Yes, sometimes you can just be quiet and not, there's times where you just.
What's the objective when you're giving the silent treatment? What's your objective?
Mine?
What's your objective when you're giving out the silent treatment?
My objective is I ain't got to say to you nothing nice.
What's your objective? What are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get me from not cussing you all the way out.
Punishment. How are you being punished? You on your tractor like right.
No, I guess my silent treatment signifies that I'm unhappy with you right now. Mm-hmm. I have nothing positive to say. Mm-hmm. And whatever I have to say is not going to be nice. And Malcolm will leave me in my silence because he knows I will get all the way turned up. But that doesn't help. Because we still need to discuss it, dude. Mm-hmm. We still need to have a conversation about it. No matter what happens, we still need to talk about it. Right now, and I can't, because he will do like Keisha. I can't verbalize like I need to because you're going to retreat.
But why do you need to verbalize like that?
Like that or just at all?
Okay, so when you say, why does he feel so threatened by your verbalization?
Because it's a trigger to him,
but
right?
What is it that's triggering him?
The way I might get hot, but like a cussing or yelling or whatever. Okay. But why the hell am I here? Because I've already addressed it with you. So you shouldn't let me get here.
Even if you're here again, why are you cussing?
I don't start there. But by the time the conversation ends, I'm there. That's why I said we need a mediator, because we can't have a deep conversation without a mediator. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple. I know that's the reality for our relationship. So because of that, we need a mediator. But you, husband, disagree. I don't know how to get with you on that because you want me to change how I respond to you, but we need a mediator. I can't tell you that. I speak Spanish. You want me to tell you Spanish and Chinese or whatever? We need a mediator.
Don't you do it in Chinese?
I'm not.
Have you tried speaking to him without cussing and yelling?
Absolutely. And it's still unresolved.
Yeah.
We still are going around the rock. We are still Israelites. I know James is like, get out the mic, but I'm being serious about it. It's a serious thing because we need skills to get out of it.
Right.
Both of us.
Right.
And my skills are not the skills that you want to use. So let's go somewhere to help us build different skills. Mm-hmm. You don't like mine? Let's figure somebody to help us. That's all I got to say.
You want to answer that question? Terry or Keisha? Do you guys want to answer
Terry
that question?
Started off silent treatment.
Silent treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it helps?
No.
Why not?
It just, in my house, it just creates more issues.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody going nowhere. So don't be on your phone. We all here until it get resolved. Mm-hmm. So I'm bound to the house. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're not going nowhere.
So it's better, so it's better to just go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, because he's dead serious about that. Nobody is going anywhere until it's resolved. Even though I'm the person that runs away.
That's what I was about to ask.
He wants to, and so like I couldn't just be like, I'm mad, I'm going to Nisha's house. Yeah, no. go ahead and try to get out the door if you want to.
But you don't think silent treatment is also you leaving the conversation when it gets too intense?
Tabling the conversation.
So I can table the conversation. I could do that, but I can't
Temporarily.
leave. I can't leave the house.
So you can table the conversation and be like, okay, so we gonna talk about something else. Tabling the conversation is different from silent treatment. We could table it and say, we can't talk about this hot issue, this hot topic right now, but hey man, what you want for dinner?
No, we can't talk about nothing else.
I can't do all that.
We can't talk about nothing else.
I can't do that.
No, not until, but we're not talking until it's resolved. But don't think you about to go hang out with your girls.
Saying. That's not the silent treatment? Because you're not talking.
No.
Is that the silent treatment or what?
It's me. I'm giving him he not giving me the silent treatment.
That's what I was asking.
It's not effective.
Right, okay.
So I'm the silent one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not.
Okay.
He like, let's talk about it so we can get on with he can't move. So I can move past. I don't have to talk to you. But he's not like that.
Yeah.
We not acting like it's normal. It's not normal in here.
I need resolve. If I have an issue and we're not talking about it, I'm doing silent treatment, or you haven't created a safe place for me to even say what's on my heart, because one, I've said it to you before.
Say it again.
You haven't created a safe place.
Yes.
For me to even tell you what's happening with my heart. My heart is broken right now and you're not addressing it. So it's not safe for me. Don't come talk to me about the sky is blue. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't talk to me about anything because our house is on fire. What are you doing? I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
I want to talk about what the issue is right now.
To resolve
it.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mentally in a place where I can do that, I need you
At
to
what
be
point?
patient.
So the silent treatment is effective. So I won't cuss you out and I'm not mentally there. So in a point, it is effective. I need to be silent.
It's effective for me as a wife, but it's not effective for my marriage. He doesn't get anything. It's not punishing
What
him.
if it's flipped though?
Right.
What if you got an issue and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that.
He would never do that.
Ooh, that's a blessing.
He would never do that.
That's a blessing.
That is a blessing.
That's a blessing. Hey, listen, everybody, listen.
Is that our time?
Good girl, that's our time.
But we're going to have to continue this in somewhere. We going to lunch or something?
going to the pool.
Listen. We going to have to do a part 2. I'm telling you, I need y'all. I have like 10 more questions, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And they were heating up. I promised the Lord. I got like 10 more. They were heating up. So I'm telling you right now.
That was already hot. We can't get no hotter.
Right. We're going to be sizzling.
Yeah, give an example.
Okay, an example of
Give a good one.
What's coming up is what do you do when the mechanic says you need a new engine?
Woo! Well, bless the Lord.
Because do you replace the engine or do you get a whole new car?
Your lights, all your lights.
Do you
your lights been on?
All the lights been go. Man, I got questions. So I'm telling y'all right now,
we can't come back.
We got
to have a therapist.
Listen,
we're going to have a therapist.
Can I invite him back to the tune-up? Listen, everybody. So we want to thank you guys for rocking with us and tuning in with us.
Beautiful.
Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to like this video and share this video with your girls, with your homeboys, with everybody, your dog, your cat. Share with everybody. So we appreciate you guys rocking with us.
You.
Where we are on the marriage tune-up, where we are fine-tuning marriages one hot discussion at a time.
Today too.
See you in 2 weeks. Peace.
Woke up, still smiling, sun shining, feel fine, and yo, it's one person I got to thank. And no, it ain't your mama or your Uncle Hank, it's Jesus, the one that'll get you going, keep you flowing high. You already know, and he'll lift you up, pick you up, get you up. He'll set you up in a life with less strife. That's just right, with pure love and more light. As long as you live it, remember he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and the third, and just focus on God in his word. Cause I'm lit, I'm free, the light I see. Switch it up, I'm lit.